It's time for my 2 cents, and today I'm going back down memory lane. I did something that for years and really literally decades I've wanted to do. My mom and dad, who have passed on, but back in the day when he retired, they ended up selling my childhood home, and this was back in the mid to late 90s. Well, I never got a chance to go back in that home until this past weekend. Someone reached out to me on Facebook and said, "Does this look familiar?" And I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. And I said, "Oh my gosh, that's the house I grew up in." And she said, "Well, this is where we live." And they've lived there for 26 years and raised their children. She allowed me to bring my 2 little ones, Tyler and Drew, in to see my childhood home. So take a look at some of the images. Obviously now, let me just state, it looks a lot better than it did when I lived there. But as I walked through the living room and the den and into the small kitchen, and then even down the hallway, I saw there was only 1 bathroom. We had 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. It was a fairly small home. And then I got to see my room that I had as a teenager. So these memories came flying back. And then to explain to my 2 little ones, hey, this is where I used to hide from my brother when he was mad at me and chasing me. And this is the window that I used to look out and see the neighbors because it was across from their kitchen window and I used to wave to them. All these memories came back. And then we went into the basement. First of all, the carpet going down the steps to the basement was the same carpet we had. It has never been changed. And in one side of the basement on the walls were drawings and scribblings that I had done when I was probably 7, 8 years old. So some of this stuff was 50 years old and still on the walls. Even some writings from my older brothers and sisters who lived in this house long before I was born, and then we moved again and ended up coming back to this house. Bottom line is, I got to share a piece of my life. I had such great memories growing up in this house. My parents are wonderful, and I got to share that with my 2 little ones. And you could tell that it meant something to them. And my littlest said, "Dad, thanks for doing this. We feel like we see a part of you now that we never knew existed." So if you have a chance to do something like this with your kids, I'm just telling you, thumbs up, double thumbs up, go do it, because they need to know where you came from so they can take that piece with them as they grow up. And that's just my 2 cents. That's your 4 to 5. WFMY News 2 at 5 stars now.